Hey guys, my name is Hannah and I would say, let's have some fun today. So, I know it's a little bit late, but I got me the Christmas palette from Pat Mcgrath again. I really love her Christmas palettes and I said to you guys, if it's going on a discount, on a good discount, I will buy it for myself, and so I did. I really excited. So let's open this beauty right away. Here it is, and the palette I bought for myself is the Starstruck Splendour palette. I already looked inside, guys. It's looking so stunning. I think it's a really beautiful palette. I really like it. I could have lived without the blushes, to be honest, and have a little bit more shades in here for the eyes, but I'm not mad at it. I think it's something a little bit more newer from her, a little bit more something else, you know. She's trying every year, she's trying to do a little bit of a different format or something like that, you know. In general, I'm not mad at that. I think she's trying, you know, and it's not bad. I really like it. I love her eyeshadows, I love her blushes, so in the end, I'm not mad about that. Really want to dive into this one, and I want to do 3 looks with you together, guys, with this beautiful palette right here. I have the feeling, like I said, I'm becoming a little bit of a collector of her Christmas palettes. I didn't bought the other one because it was sold out on her website, and this one was still available for a good deal with her end of the year sale that she had. And I'm so excited to dive into this one. And I really want to do 3 looks with you. I hope it's still relevant. I hope you still want to see it. But I'm really feeling it. So I want to do 3 looks. And I hope you will enjoy it, guys. So without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Of course, my face is already done. I have also some bronzer on and, you know, my foundation and everything like that. Everything will be, of course, linked down below if you're curious for each look. And I already also primed my eyes so that we can dive right into the look. And yeah, of course didn't do blush because we will do this together every time with this beautiful palette right here. So now, without further ado, let's go right into the video and let's do the first look. I'm so excited about that. So like always, I zoomed you, of course, a little bit more in. And I'm really excited to play with this palette for the first time today. I think it's looking so beautiful. I have to say, for the first 2 looks I want to do, I already have something in mind. So I'm really excited about the first 2 looks, and the third look I will surprise myself as well. So let's see what we can do about that. But let's start with the first look. And I think I will start not with the eyes, I will start with the blushes right here. So let's dive right into those ones first. And because we are doing 3 looks, I can take my time with the blushes, you know. I can try them really out, so I'm really excited about that. So I think today I will start with this blush right here. How is it called? I'm so bad to reading the names on the back, you know that, guys, so I won't do that every time because I'm butchering it every time. I never get the shade names right, so we won't do that. But the blush I will use today, I think it's Coral Cosmos, or isn't it? Or is it Nymphet? Why they are always swapped around, I never understand that. It's Nymphet, I think it's Nymphet, this one right here, this more nudie type of blush. This is the blush I want to use today. And for this one I will use a little bit more of a stiffer blush brush because I really like that. I always have the feeling that a stiffer blush brush is working a little bit better with the Pat Mcgrath formulation. So let's go right into this one. And I will start at the outer portion of my cheek area. I think it's a beautiful color. I'm now a little bit familiar with her blushes because I have now 4 in my collection with this palette right here. Ooh, yeah, I like it. And I don't have those 2 colors in my collection, so I'm not mad about them. I will come just a little bit closer, guys, because I have the feeling we are too far away from each other, you know? So I think this is better. Now you can see it a little bit better. I will focus the color really more at the outer corner, but I will go inwards after the most of my brush. so that we have overall a blushy look, and this is something I enjoy. What can I say? A little bit here as well, on the tip of my nose and on the bridge, and I'm going a little bit downwards, just to give me the overall wintry type of look. Let's also do a little bit on my cupid's bow. Now let's move on to the eyes. Very excited about that. I love my blushy look right now. I think it's enough. Let's do a little bit maybe more on that side, because I really wanna to go for the blush today. But I really enjoy this color, guys. I think it's a really, really nice color. It's looking stunning, right up my alley. Not mad about it. And now let's move on to the eyes. I think I will start with a more warmer type of brown shade, because I used a little bit more of a warmer blush today. I think I will start with this darker warm brown here on a stiffer blending type of brush. So we'll go right into this color here. And I will start to focus this brown at the outer corner of my lid area. And like I said, guys, Pat Mcgrath mattes are getting better and better. I know in her previous motherships, even in her Divine Rose 2 palette, I didn't enjoy the mattes that much. I think they're okay, but they weren't that great. And right after this palette, it started to getting better and better and better. And her mattes are now one of my favorites as well, because they are so good, so blendable, and so beautiful looking. So I really, really enjoy them. A little bit more patting into the outer corner. And after the mostest of my brush, I start to swipe the color to the middle portion of my lid area. Let's do the other side quickly as well. Also, I'm going a little bit more into the front portion with this brown, so that I'm creating a little bit something like a shadow in the front portion of my lid. Again, packing the color at the outer corner, just to deepen everything a little bit more up, and with the rest I'm going to the front portion, to the middle portion, sorry, of my lid area. So now with the lighter brown in here, this one, it's like a nudie type of brown tone, I will blend the brown a little bit better out, just a little bit. Just to make it look a little bit smoother. It's a brown with a little bit more of a rosy type of undertone, but it's looking really, really beautiful. We are going bold today, guys. There's not really, for very light skin tones, a really, really light blending shade, I have to say. Even this one is really, really pigmented, but they're stunning. They're stunning looking. So now we are doing what you all been waiting for. We come now to the shimmery shades and the metallic shades. Very excited about that. And of course, I need to start with the green. So let's start with the green. And I will go first into this really, really dark green with my finger. Feeling really, really nice. It's looking beautiful. It's a really dark and grungy type of green. So I will start to focus this one into my middle portion of the eye area. Like here. I'm not taking it too far inwards or too far outwards, because I wanna do something else in the front portion, and at the back I really wanna have the matte shades showing still through, so I don't want to take it too far to the outer corner. It's for sure a green with a black type of undertone, like you can see right here. So it's a blackish type of green, but it's looking beautiful on the eyes, and I will blend it a little bit out with the same brush I used before, but this time I don't do additional product on this brush. I just blend it a little bit out. Going a little bit to the back of my eye area, just to swipe it everywhere. Because of the black undertone of the green, I think it will deepen up the look even a little bit more. Now, how could it other be? I will go now into this light green right here. Again with the finger. I love to use her metallics and shimmery shades with the finger. I think they're working the best with the finger, guys. I think they're always looking so beautiful when you are using your finger for them. And with this light green, I will go into my front portion of the eyelid area. Oh yeah, you really can see the difference. It's a really beautiful light type of green, and it's opening the eyes beautifully. It's making them look a little bit more friendlier, a little bit more wider. Really love this green. a little bit with the rest that I have left on my finger. I will go up to my brow bone area on both sides, but really just with the rest that is left. Oh yeah, I enjoy that look right now, guys. So now let's come to the lower lash line, and with the other side of the same brush, I will go now with this more packing and inner corner type of brush into the same brown shade right here that I used for the outer corner, and start to put it at the outer corner of my lower lash line. Right there, really near my lower lash line, as near as possible basically. I drag it a little bit down, but I'm staying focused really more at the outer corner of my lower lash line. Oh, I like this brown. It's a typical brown, you know, but it's a beautiful puppy teddy bear type of brown. Really like it. So, and with the same brush, I will do something a little bit different now. I will go into this more purpley kind of matte tone right here. And I will take it on the same brush that I used before. It's a little bit more on the cooler side, but I really like it, and I will put it at the front portion of my lower lash line. I think it will mix really nice with the brown. It's giving me a little bit more of that coolness back. I really enjoy that right now. And now again with the same brush, because it's an inner corner type of brush, I will take this light green right here. And I will put it into my inner corner and take it a little bit down to my lower lash line as well. So guys, yeah, there you have it. It was so fast, really. It was so fast, so easy, so quick. But I think I'm really satisfied right now. I really enjoy how everything is looking, and I think this will be my first look. So I will quickly do my lashes and my lips, and then we will be right back with the finished result. So guys, and here's the look all zoomed out. For my lashes I used my Pat Mcgrath Labs Dark Star Mascara, and for my lips I used my Pat Mcgrath Luxe Trance lipstick in the color Lavish. Thought a little bit more warmer or neutral type of undertone of this lipstick right here will pair really nice with the look overall. And I really enjoy it. And yeah guys, there you go. There you have my first look with the Starstruck Splendour palette. I love it. I love the green tones. I love how everything is playing together. I love how my cheeks are looking. You know, we didn't do a highlighter. Maybe I will later on do a little bit of a highlighter as well on my cheeks, because I have the feeling this is something that's missing and I forgot about it. But next time we will do this on camera for the second look, I promise. But overall, I enjoy my first look, guys. I really like it. Is it something you can't achieve with the things you already have? No. But in this case, you're getting great Pat Mcgrath formulation, and I enjoy every time to play with her stuff. I have to be honest. I know some people say it's not what it used to be, but I really enjoy it. Every time I use Pat Mcgrath, I enjoy it so much. And as well, her newer palette, her newer mothership, the Sunlit Seduction. I have to be honest, I swatched it in store not that long ago, and I really fell in love with the glitters and shimmers and everything. So I'm not there yet that I'm falling out of love with Pat. I really enjoy her, and I enjoy my first look. Everything, I will go a little bit more in depth when we are coming to the end of the video, but so much for my first look, I have to say I'm not mad about it. I really love how everything is playing together and how the green are looking and how, yeah, how glittery, shimmery and beautiful it is. It's of course not her special formulation, but it's a, again, sophisticated type of look, but at the same time it's so fun. I enjoy her formulations every time, not just in her motherships, but overall in her palettes. I really love how everything is pairing every time together. So this is my first sense on the first look, and like I said, we will go in depth when we are coming to the end of the video. And I forgot to tell you about that, I will also do some comparisons maybe with her other Christmas palettes. Really excited about that, to look how they are looking side by side, but this will come at the end. Now we are focusing on the eye looks, and the first one is a winner. Telling you right away, it's a winner. I really enjoy it, so I hope you enjoy it too. And yeah, we will see each other. For you it's in a couple of seconds, for me it's the next day, with a fresh face and the second look, so I hope you're ready for that. So I will see you guys for the second look, so let's do this. Okay guys, let's do look number 2. It's the second day today and I'm so excited. I have something in mind already for the look number 2, and I'm really excited to dig again into this beauty right here. I think I will do something with the more brighter blush today and go a little bit into this really beautiful shimmery shade right here and combine everything. And I want to show you how you can also use this palette maybe in a way you didn't thought about before. So without further ado, let's get started with the second look. So like always, I zoomed you in a little bit closer, and I also already primed my eyes just a little bit to give the palettes I'm using every time the best chance possible. And now let's get started, and this time I will start with the bright blush right here. I think it's called Coral Cosmos. This one is looking so beautiful and bright. So let's go in with the same brush I used yesterday for the blushes. And this time I wanna incorporate this beautiful bright blush with my eyeshadow look. So what I wanna do is I will start to put it at the outer corner of my cheek area, like here. And I will start to dabble it into the outer corner of my lid area as well, like that, and go in motions every time down and up, so that everything is becoming almost one. It's a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more there, a little bit more peachy, rosy toned, and I think it's a beautiful blush as well. Really going into the outer corner with my brush. Stunning. I have to say I really enjoy this color. I think it's beautiful. And now I'm doing what I'm always doing. I'm putting it a little bit on the nose, at the tip of my nose, also on the bridge of my nose, so that we're getting a mostly monochromatic type of look, and I really enjoyed it. And it's looking a little bit like you're coming from the cold to the warm inside, and I really enjoyed that look lately so much. So this is what I want to do for the blush today. I think it's beautiful. And before we are moving on, let's put this time highlighter on together. And for my highlighter, I will use my Pat Mcgrath Blush Trio in Galactic Sun. And I will use this beautiful highlighter, Golden Nectar, right here. You see how much I used it already. It's a big dip in it, and I really enjoy this one. It's a beautiful, stunning, glowy highlighter. I will put this everywhere, basically. Everywhere on the high points of my cheek. I love this highlighter so much, and it's so beautiful, so glowy. Also do a little bit on the brow bone area, just to give a little bit more of an highlighty effect. Inner corner with the same big highlighter brush, I'm just splattering it everywhere basically. I'm going a little bit ham today with the highlighter, but I'm here for it. Really enjoyed it. Okay, so now let's move on to the eye portion. And we already have this rosy tone going on right here because I do the method where I put the blush really much into my eyes as well. And I will go firstly into the blush again with my Spectrum X Katie Huygens brush number 11. Going right in there. It's a little bit more dense, but on the same time it's a beautiful blending kind of brush, and it's a little bit stained, so it's clean guys, don't worry, but it's really stained, so it's just this color, I'm promising you. And I will go with this one into the outer corner and swirling it into the crease area as well. I think this color is beautiful as well for the eyes. A little bit at the outer corner of my lower lash line as well with this color. Now I'm going with my finger into this beautiful shade right here. It's looking so glittery and so fun. I'm so excited to use this one. I will go right into it with my finger. Oh yeah, stunning. Look at this, guys. It's looking so wet and so beautiful. I'm really excited to use this one right now. And I will go with this one right on my lid area, take it to the front portion and basically scatter it to the middle portion and go a little bit upwards with the rest to my brow area. So let's do this. Really many beautiful flexes in there. I see blue, I see a little bit green. It's a little bit more on the icy side. Also rosy, of course. Love it. It's looking really, really beautiful. It's a little bit more sheer. It's more like a toppery kind of shade, but you also can use it to create a little bit of a base at least. It's not overly pigmented, but if you are doing a little bit more layers, you can have a little bit pigment out of it at least. Oh, it's looking really, really beautiful. Going upwards to my brow area. I enjoyed it so much right now, guys. I think it's looking so ethereal and beautiful. Really amazed. What I want to do now, I will go in with a small brush. It's more like an inner corner type of brush. And with this one, I will go into this brownish shade down here that I didn't use until now. So let's go in a little bit. And we will stick to the upper lid area. And I will go really near my lower lash line with this brush. It's a little bit more on the thicker side. So it won't be a really size type of line, but I really want to try to do a small line so that I get a little bit of more depth around my eye area at least. Looking really, really beautiful. Don't have to be super perfected. Just a little bit really to give me a little bit more of dimension. Oh, I love it, guys. This looking really beautiful. And I love this shade. And with the same brush, I will now move on to the lower lash line and I will take this brown again. And I will go really near my lower lash line with this one and all over it with this brown. I think this brown is really beautiful. It's not too dark, but not too light. It's right in the middle, I would say. It's giving you not that much of depth, but it's giving you a little bit of definition. And this is something I want to achieve for the look today. And again, I'm taking the same brush and I will go again into this glittery shade right here. And I will put this one into my inner corners and going also a little bit to the front portion of my lower lash line. We'll go a little bit overboard with this one today because I think it's so beautiful. And I really feel the glittery eye today, so I will go for it. So guys, and again, I think this is all of the look. It was again really, really quick, if I can say so. I enjoy it right now so much, so I will quickly do my lashes and my lips and then we will be right back with the finished result. Guys, and this is the look all zoomed out. For my lashes, I used my Dior Show Iconic Overcurl Mascara. I really love how it pairs with the look because it's giving my lashes a really neutral type of lash look, but also really, really beautiful, separated and a little bit more blacker. Really enjoy it together, I have to say. And for my lips, I used my Pat Mcgrath Labs Matte Trans lipstick in the color Amore. I really, really love this lipstick. I love to use it every time I'm doing a pinky type of look, and I thought it's looking really beautiful together. And on the top, to give me a little bit more of that glossy look that I love in the moment, I used my Pat Mcgrath Oppo Lust Gloss in Glowing Garnet. It's so beautiful, and on top on more darker or more rosy type of lipsticks, it's even not looking that extreme, I have to say. So I also enjoy to use it on my everyday basis, you know. I think it's a beautiful and stunning lip gloss. And yeah, guys, there you have it. Here's the second look with this beautiful palette right here. Really enjoy that I did today a look where I combined a little bit more the blush also in my eye look. I think it's beautiful. It was exactly the vision I had. It's exactly that what I wanted in the end, and I love the look overall. I think it's really beautiful, really ethereal looking. It could be a winter look, it could be also spring summer look. I think you can do so much with it and I'm really, really enjoying it. I love this beautiful glittery shade right here. It's a little bit on the powdery crumbly side, but therefore you get the beautiful glittery effect on your eyes, you know, and I'm really enjoying it. Love the second look as well so much. Can't even decide if I love the second or the first look more, but I'm enjoying this palette right now, guys, and I also really enjoy the format, I have to say. I really like how the palette itself is looking. So this is the second look. And for my third and final look, which you will see in a sec, but for me it will be the next day again, I think I will play with the rest of the colors I didn't use today, especially the beautiful brownish metallic shades right here. Also really excited about them. And maybe I will also combine those blushes as well for my last look. So let's do this, guys. Let's go to the last look, and I'm so excited what I will create with you together, so let's do it. Hey guys, today's the day. Let's do the third and final look with my Starstruck Splendour palette right here. And I have a little bit something in mind. I hope it will go well, what I want to do today. But I'm really excited to play with the rest of the colors. So without further ado, let's get right into the video and let's start with the third and final look. This time I'm going a little bit for something else. So this time let's combine those blushes. I really want to see how they are looking together on the cheeks. And this time I won't start at the back corner of my cheek area. I will start at the front portion because I want to try to do something a little bit different today. Just at the apples of my cheek, like the old days, so that I get more that cutesy kind of look and not that elongated kind of look, you know, that super chic kind of look that you will get when you are placing your blush more at the back portion of your cheek area. But today I really want to try something a little bit different and start right here, right at the front portion. Also like how the blush is looking together. Really cute. And again, the tip of my nose, just a little bit. Also the bridge, and I'm also taking it down. Like a little sunburn, you could almost say, or in this case, a cold burn or something like that, you know? When you get from the cold into the warmth and your face is getting a little bit rosy because of that, I want to achieve that look. Really love it. A little bit on the cupid's bow as well, and down here. Maybe also a little bit right here. And now let's do again the highlighter together, and I will use this time my Pat Mcgrath Skin Fetish Ultra Glow Highlighter in Divine Rose. This one right here. It was a limited edition highlighter, but I really want to use this one today for the look, so let's go right into it. And I put it everywhere, basically, and on the high points of my cheeks especially. And just swirling it around, really, that my whole cheek is getting a glowy, blushy look. My skin is looking so fresh and nice always when I'm using this highlighter. I really love this one. It's more like a putty kind of formulation, a little bit, but I really enjoy it. It's a beautiful highlighter. It's like, this is really a highlighter, you could say it's glowing from within. So I really enjoy this one. So now let's come to the fun part, to the eyes. Like I said, I already primed them, that we can go right into the look. I think I will start directly with this shimmer shade this time, and I will go into this dark brown shade right here with my finger, this metallic kind of shade. This is a beautiful, more darkenish kind of one and done shade. I think it's looking so stunning, and I will put it right at the outer corner of my eye area, like that. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Really going in there, and I take it to the middle portion. This is really beautiful. The other side as well. So rich and beautiful. I really love this brown. Even before I used it, I thought that this will be a beautiful kind of brown and I will really enjoy it. And so it is. I think it's a beautiful shade. And I will blend it out just a little bit with this lighter brown right here. Going a little bit in with a more stiffer type of blending brush again. And just go at the edge and swirl it a little bit more into my crease area. Those mattes, guys, I'm telling you, they're blending like a dream as well. So effortless. Little bit of fallout, but I also took really much on this side on my finger, I have to say, so it was expected. But it's really easy to just swipe it a little bit with the finger away, so we are good again. And now, of course, I will go into this lighter brownish type of metallic tone. It's looking also really beautiful. Just a really more lighter kind of brownish tone. It's more on the taupey side. I think it's really beautiful, and this is also a beautiful one and done, of course. And this one I will put at the front portion of my lid area, right here. Yeah, it's a little bit more on the goldeny bronzy side. It's really stunning as well, and it's pairing really nice with the darker brown shade. I like that, and with the packing type of brush I will go again into this lighter metallic brown and focus it at the front portion as well, there where my finger couldn't reach, just that we have the whole lid covered. Okay, like that, and my plan now was just that I have something a little bit more fun, but I could totally leave it like that, and I love how it's looking, guys. I think it's beautiful, but just for a little pop, I think I will go into this light green with my finger. And I will put it at the middle portion, right where the light and the dark brown are meeting. I will put this beauty right here. So let's do this for a little bit of a fun pop there. Yes. Like that, and just that I can see how they are looking together if they are layered, you know. I want to put over the light green a little bit of this shifty shimmery shade that we used for the second look and put it right on top on the green. So let's do this just a little bit with light tapping motions, and I work it again to my brow bone area. It gave a little bit more of a blingy type of effect. I'm not mad at that. So let's do the other side as well. It's giving the green a little bit more dimension, and I think it's beautiful. So far so good. We are really quick right now, but it's an easy palette, I have to say. I have the feeling my looks are so quick and so easy because everything is so nice to blend out, so easy to blend out. I don't have a problem, so it's a quick thing, you know. So let's do the lower lash line now, and I will start with this darker kind of brown right here and put it basically all over my lower lash line with a packing brush again. And now with the same packing brush I will go into this dark brown, metallic brown right here, and go really lightly at the outer corner of my lower lash line with it on top of the matte shade. And so that you get really minimal fallout, use just the tip of your brush and go really with the tip of your packing brush into the metallic brown shade. Knock the excess just a little bit away and really first press it in. Don't go too lightly in, because then you get probably fallout. And after you have the feeling the most of your brush, you can start with swiping motions. I think this is really the best method for metallic shades that you want to put on top of matte shades. I think this can help to provide at least a little bit of fallout. And now let's go into this really light brown right here, this metallic kind of shade. And we put it at the rest of our lower lash line. So basically we are repeating all the steps that we did before on our lid area. Now with my pinky I will go into the light green right here. And I will focus this light green in the middle portion of my lower lash line. And again, over it I will go with this one again. Again on my pinky. And focusing it right at the middle portion of my lower lash line over the light green. And now with the packing brush, I will go again into this light green and mixing it right away together with this shimmery shade right here. And I go into my inner corners with this one, just to tie everything together. A little bit upwards, but really just with the rest that it's left on my brush. Like that, guys. I think this is all of the look. I really enjoyed. I think it's beautiful. It's really more like a grungier type of look. Didn't know what to expect with the look today, to be honest, but I really enjoy it. So let's do quickly the lashes and the lips, and then we will be right back with the finished result. So guys, and here's the look all zoomed out. For my lashes, I used my relatively new in my collection Supernatural Melt Cosmetics mascara. I really love every time how beautiful my lashes are looking. It's like I'm wearing false lashes almost, and I think they're so nice with this mascara. Always love to use this one in the moment. And for my lips, I had beforehand just a little bit of my MAC Cosmetics Taste for Bubbles Fizzy Feel Lip Balm on. Just a little bit for hydration, a little bit of coloring, but mainly for the hydration. And on top of it, I put my 3CE Cloud Lip Tint on. I have the color Cerise. I think it's pairing really nice with the look. Really just dotted it a little bit on. And after that, I blended everything out with my finger, and I love how everything is pairing together right now. And yeah, guys, what can I say? I really enjoy this palette. I think it's a really nice palette. It's nothing we don't have already from Pat or from other brands, but it's with her formulation, you know? It's something really nice and curated. The blushes are also really nice. I have to say, when blushes are in a palette, it's a little bit harder for me to remember that there are blushes in a palette. So oftentimes I always do my face first, you know. I really like to have the canvas first, and after that doing my eyes. That's the moment when I really can get creative, I have the feeling. And oftentimes I already use blushes when I'm doing my face, and I forget that there are blushes in a palette that I want to maybe use for the day or something like that. So this is something that's a little bit problematic for me personally, but I really love those blushes in here. I think they're looking beautiful, they're stunning, they're becoming one with the skin. It's the good Pat Mcgrath formulation overall, you know, guys. I really love the eyeshadows as well. I think they are a little bit more on the safer side, but they are beautiful anyways, and I really enjoy them. And you can make it a little bit more fun with the greens right here. I think this is the main thing for most of the people that are getting this palette right here. I think the greens are the showstopper all in all, but I also really like this shifty toppery kind of shade. I think the browns, the really metallic type of browns, are beautiful on the lid. I love how they are layering. I love that you can use them as one and dones, and they are looking beautiful anyways. I like this palette overall very much. But now let's come to comparisons. I won't do a comparison with my motherships because I think it's more about her Christmas palettes with this one, you know, and I just will hold the Christmas palettes side by side with the Starstruck Splendour Christmas palette. And if I have the feeling there are really some colors that are looking so similar to one another, I will swatch them side by side. So let's go into this portion. So I have all the Christmas palettes from every year. You can say I'm becoming a little bit of a collector. So let's see the very first one from Pat, and it's her Celestial Divinity palette right here. It's looking so beautiful. So let's hold this against the newest one. Maybe the greens, so those ones I will swatch definitely. But all the other shades, I think there is nothing really to compare to. But here you have them side by side in case you are curious. I will see, maybe this one, this really light rosy one. Maybe this one I will compare as well. So let's do this. So let me first take the greens in here, the really light one from the newest palette, the darker one, and the really light rosy one as well. So those are the 3 shades from the newer palette I want to compare to the shades in the first one. So let's start to put on how I can do that the best. Let's do it like that. Let's put on first the lightest green, the darker green, and the rosy shade. Here they are. And now let's take the greens out of this palette as well. You could say the lightest green, but I can see right away that it's nothing like the greens in the newer palette because it's with a brownish burgundy type of shift. The darker green and the rosy shifty shade right here. So let's put them side by side. I'm so sorry because of my tattoo right here, but I think you can see them. And or let's do it like that. Let's do it right below them. So the lightest green from the first ever Christmas palette from Pat, the darker green, and the rosy shade. Nope, they're nothing like one another. You can see on the top is the new Christmas palette and on the bottom is the first one. So here's really nothing to compare with, but you can do a similar look with them without a doubt, but they're really not alike. So you don't have to worry about that if you are maybe. So now let's do the second Christmas palette from Pat. And it's the Celestial Odyssey palette. It's a personal favorite of mine. I think this is beautiful. Along the very first one. I really love the first one. It will forever be my favorite one, just that you know. And let's do them again side by side. Here's the first one. Here, of course, again, we will compare the greens and maybe also the brown with the metallic brown in here, the dark metallic brown with the dark metallic brown in the second palette. But other than that, maybe also this rosy tone with this toppery kind of rosy shade right here. I think this is everything. So let's just stick to the green and to the rosy shade down here, and I will compare it with this rosy shade right here. I think those are the 2 colors that are the most similar to me. So let's compare them. Again, I will start with the first palette and I will take the really light green right here and the rosy shade right here and the, oh yeah, I forgot, the dark metallic brown, because there was also a darker metallic brown in the second one and I think those are also very similar looking. So let's swatch them again right here. The really light green, the rosy shade and the dark brown. This brown is so yummy looking, guys, I'm telling you. Now let's go into the second palette right here. Let's go to the light green from this palette to the rosy shade. It's again with a shift, so a really different kind of shift. I don't think they're similar. And to the darker brown right here. So let's see. The light green from the second palette, the rosy shade and the dark brown. Not what I expected. I think those are a little bit more similar if I'm looking at them. I hope you can see that. Here the top is here on the top is the newest Pat Mcgrath Christmas palette and on the bottom is the second one that she brought out. And I think the greens are really different. There we can be on the same page. It's really more lighter and with a more bluish kind of undertone, and this is a real grass type of green. But those two, this really light rosy shade from the newest and the dark shade from the newest palette, are really similar, I have to say, to the rosy and the dark brown shade from the second palette. So there you have a little bit of similarities with those ones. If you want to achieve a similar look, I think you can do that for sure. And now let's compare the third palette right here with the newest one. And the third palette is the Celestial Nirvana palette. It's a really more colorful type of palette. I really enjoyed this palette as well so much, and I'm enjoying it in the moment as well so much again. I think the colors are beautiful, and I love that Pat did something a little bit more different. And here we have the newest one. I don't see anything that's similar. Let me see. Maybe let's compare the rosy shade with the rosy shade right here, with the toppery shade, and this goldeny type of metallic shade with this brown metallic shade. But other than that, I think those are really two completely different palettes, and you are doing nothing wrong having both. Or like in my case, having all of them, because I love them all. But let's compare those two. Again, I will start with the newest palette. And I will take, what did I set? I will take this rosy shade again right here, and this really light brown metallic shade. So the rosy shade from the newest palette and the light brown metallic. And here I will take this rosy shade right here, but it's a really different feeling, guys. This is not a toppery shade at all. It's really opaque and beautiful. And this goldeny bronzy type of shade. But I can see right away they are nothing alike. Here's the third palette. Here you can see again, here's the new palette on the top and the third one at the bottom. The browns are very, very similar. Here you also can see a little bit of similarities, but the toppery shade and the rosy shade are nothing alike. So you can see all in all, it's a nice, similar type of color story with the newer and the older ones, but it's not the same necessarily. So I think you are safe having all of them, but you don't need all of them at the end of the day, if I have to be completely honest. However, I love to have all of them. I think they are beautiful. I love those colors. I love to wear them all year round. And this is something I also really appreciate about the Pat Mcgrath holiday palettes. I don't have the feeling they are necessary just for holiday. They are not screaming holiday to me, you know. I have the feeling I can use them all year round, and I'm using them also all year round, and I enjoy them so much. Every time I use them, my eye look is coming out so beautiful, so stunning, and I'm really enjoying those palettes. So take what you want out of this video, guys. I'm just here to showing you what the palette is capable of, to show you a little bit of comparisons. And in the end, you have to make your decision. But I'm so happy that I got it on a discount. This is another thing for me, you know. I think I will always get her Christmas palettes on discount because they're, on the long run, always on a good discount. So I encourage you also, if you really want a palette from her, wait for a discount, guys. There's always a discount, and there's always a sale on her website. And I'm enjoying them even more if I know I did pay less than the original price on them. So that's my 2 cents on that. But all in all, I really enjoyed my looks. Which look do you enjoy the most? I would be really curious about that. I think for me, it's so hard, really hard. But for me, I think it's the second look that I loved the most. But the first look I also really enjoyed. I think this look was also so beautiful, but the second look was really something a little bit different, and I really enjoyed that. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video too, I would be really happy if you give me a thumbs up, that I know that you like this kind of content. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click on the little bell to get notifications here and there when I'm posting something new. And with that being said, guys, I hope you had fun. I had so much fun to create those 3 looks with you together, and it's again something that shows me how much I love Pat Mcgrath, how much I love her formulation. And even though it's not the groundbreaking palette of all time, I enjoy it. I think it's beautiful. It's so much fun to play with it. And with that being said, I hope you have now an easier decision, maybe that you are carrying on with you for months now, and you know now if you want or you didn't want this palette. So I'm very happy if I could help you with that. And I hope we will see each other in my next video, guys. I'm so excited about that. Already planned something for the next one. And until then, bye, guys.